Hi there, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I'm going to talk to you about how we are bypassing the strict financial services guidelines on Google and Facebook. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so a little bit of background here. Maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, advertisers and lead gen agencies were able to create advertising accounts and various brands and fan pages on Facebook or whatever, and they were able to generate leads in some of these kind of strict financial services industries, and they were able to sell those leads on, right? And it was really a kind of like Wild West era for lead generation, okay, because we had these amazing platforms like Facebook and YouTube ads and all that type of stuff, and lead gens, being the smart type of people that they are, realized that they could throw up a landing page or a thin website, drive traffic to that website, and then sell leads to people, right? And this model still works, right? And it definitely does. But what's happening now is Facebook and Google have definitely cottoned onto it, and what they require is that you have to, especially over here in the UK and in Australia, and I'm sure it's in America as well, you're going to start having to get some kind of compliance regulation behind your brand and behind what you're doing to protect the consumer, right? And a lot of people will be thinking, oh, this is a bad thing, this is a bad thing, but it's actually not, because all of the cowboys out there are gonna have to go find something else to do, maybe crypto or something like that. And solid lead gens that advertise ethically are going to be able to really clean up. There's going to be less competition, okay? So some people think of it as a bad thing. On the other side of the coin, people will realize that there's a really great opportunity for lead gens right now, okay? So, over here in the UK, there's a company called the Compliance Guys. I've always rated about them. If you are running ads in the UK in financial services and you need help with compliance, then go over and speak to Nick at the Compliance Guys. But today's video is not so much about that. Today's video is about how you can slide under the radar ethically in a way that you're comfortable with, and start advertising in these, for these verticals, all right? And we've been doing this, and we're able to still sell leads to different financial services off the back of that, okay? And that includes kind of, mortgage, debt consolidation, insurance, all of these different types of huge lead generation niches. And today I'm going to talk to you about the way that we do that. The way we're doing this is by going after a very broad audience with our advertising, but we target people that are in pain about a certain topic. And in our case, it will be leveraging off the back of what's happening in the UK with the recession that's coming, inflation, rising utility bills, etc., and what's going on over here, right? It's a very painful time for a lot of people, and we want to be able to really help these people in an ethical way, right? So what we do is we create a lead magnet which helps people save money in whatever way that might be. And that means when we create that lead magnet and use that lead magnet within our ads, it's about beating the utility bills rather than having to create an ad about a mortgage product or life insurance, or rather than kind of talking about writing off a certain percentage of your debt, we can go and advertise to people that are struggling in that way. And what happens then is we're able to capture people for a very cheap price and put them into our ecosystem, into our email database. We get their phone number. We're able to do text message marketing, and from there, what we can do is think about obviously helping the consumer first, which is always what you want to do. You want to operate in an ethical way, but you also are able to help and take affiliate commissions, or you can sell leads direct to different companies in all sorts of different verticals, right? So Money Saving Expert over here in the UK, and I'm sure there's others in the US, is a prime example of this. So he got a big following of people that needed money saving tips, and he was able to drive traffic to that website. I think he got famous on TV, right? So word got out, people started sharing it, and he had a ton of organic traffic hitting this website. And he was then able to take people down different paths depending on what they were struggling with. And he was able to I think he used to put a little asterisk next to the different kind of solutions that he found where he was able to take a commission for referring people for that help, right? So, he did this in an extremely successful way. It's still a fantastic website, right? And he was able to sell it for, I can't remember what it was, but it was, 80 million or something like that. He did extremely well out of it. So what we're doing here is, in a similar way, but we're able to kind of really ramp things up without having to get on TV to be able to do this, right? We're using the power of some of these social media networks. You can use TikTok, you can use Facebook, you can use YouTube, whatever that is, and you can drive traffic to that lead magnet. And then once they come in, we get the details and we can start pointing them towards different offers after we find out exactly what they need help with. All right, and if you can do this, then obviously Facebook and Google doesn't see what happens, 2 or 3 steps down the line as you're emailing people or having conversations with them. And really, it's a very simple way to get around all of these regulations, and it works like gangbusters. Plus, the leads are super, super, super cheap. I don't think I've ever seen leads that cheap. And the good thing is that over time, especially in the next kind of 6 to 12 months, as the money starts getting a little bit less abundant, a lot of these big companies are going to pull out of the ad networks. People are going to need more help because they're struggling more, and everything's going to get cheaper. So we're definitely positioning our lead gen agency in a way where we're able to protect ourselves by helping people in markets where they need help in tough financial times. And that's why I think being a lead gen and having these type of skills is incredibly valuable. So if you've enjoyed this video and you've got any questions about what we're doing, please comment below and we'll get back to you. Otherwise, please give us a like so we know to create more videos like this on this particular topic. And lastly, subscribe to our channel so you'll be the first to know when we create new videos just like this. I'll speak to you soon.